Before delving into the details of the environmental issues at hand, let's talk about dreams and goals. Now, each one of us has a dream or a goal to aspire to. My dream, personally, is to wake up one morning and find the news headlines screaming, "Global warming finally contained." This is not at all far-fetched. Mankind has achieved a similar goal before. Remember the hole in the ozone layer? Now, the ozone layer is a layer in the Earth's atmosphere that contains high concentrations of ozone. This layer absorbs 97 to 99% of the sun's high-frequency ultraviolet light, which would otherwise be detrimental to life on Earth. When chlorine and bromine atoms come into contact with ozone high up in the atmosphere, they destroy the ozone molecule. We are talking here about the naturally occurring ozone, which is high up in the atmosphere, as opposed to the bad ozone that is closer to the surface of the Earth, which in fact is man-made pollution that can be detrimental and cause respiratory problems. The substances that contain the atoms that destroy the good ozone are called ozone-depleting substances, or ODS for short. ODS that release chlorine are called chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs for short. CFCs are not destroyed in the lower parts of the atmosphere. They therefore drift to the upper parts where, given the right conditions, they destroy ozone. The severe depletion of ozone over the Antarctic zone is called the ozone hole. This occurs because of the special atmospheric and chemical conditions that are unique to that zone and do not exist anywhere else on the globe. During the 1980s, when ozone depletion became critical, the international community came together and signed the Montreal Protocol for the elimination of ozone-depleting substances. Essentially, most countries of the world pledged to avoid the use of aerosol sprays that contain chlorofluorocarbons, avoid the use of fire extinguishers that contain halogenated hydrocarbons, a substance that is very, very aggressive in destroying the ozone layer. Number 3, avoid the use of insulation material that is made from CFCs. At the time, we at the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, my former employers, were at the forefront and heavily involved in assisting developing country industries to achieve this. 10 to 20 years later, the ozone layer noticeably started to heal. In fact, a report of 5th November 2018 of the United Nations, co-authored with NASA, that appeared also in the Chicago Tribune, states that the ozone layer by the 2030s will have considerably healed in the northern hemisphere. This good news is a result of cooperation, worldwide cooperation, to phase out ODS. This was practically a result of heeding the all-hands-on-deck call. The Kyoto Protocol and its sequel, the Paris Agreement, are instruments to achieve the same result for global warming and climate change. In the next video, we will show you the scope of the environmental issues we will cover, along with indication of the depth of coverage.